until Allah revealed to the Prophet that Allah cursed Abu Lahab and his wife. وَمُرَأَتُهُ حَمَّالَةَ الْحَطَبِ فِي جِيدِهَا حَبْلٌ مِّن مَّسَدٍ. When Abu Lahab heard this, he went to his son. He said, I want you to divorce Muhammad's daughter. I want you to divorce Muhammad's daughter. So he divorced her. He divorced the Prophet's daughter, Ruqayya. Uthman was happy because he wanted to marry her even before Islam. So later he went to the Prophet and asked her hand in marriage. He told the Prophet he wanted to marry his daughter, and the Prophet gave his daughter Ruqayya to Uthman. Now, he is married to the Prophet's daughter. So he's the son-in-law of the Prophet. The Prophet is his in-law. What a wonderful gift. Now, one day the Prophet ﷺ went to their house, the house of his daughter, Ruqayya, with Uthman. She was washing Uthman's hair. You know, beautiful. The wife washing the husband's hair. Now you don't see that. No, it's good, you know. I always wish the sisters were here. It's good. You wash your husband's hair. You know, sometimes some women, when you go home, and those kind of women, it's going to be hard for you to stay away from them. Look, when you go home, you sit on the chair, she will come and sit next to you. Due to the love. She's doing it out of love. Okay? Look, sometimes she will be, you know, your feet. You know, she will be massaging your feet. How are you? How is the work? You know, this kind of thing, it always encourages you to keep going. You know? So she was washing his hair, and her father saw that. So her father, the Prophet ﷺ, said to his daughter Ruqayya, Ya bunayyati ahsini ila Abi Abdillah, fa innahu ashbaha ashabi bi khuluqan. He said, oh my daughter, take good care, be very nice, be good to Uthman. Because when it comes to my companions, he resembled me more in my actions, in my manners. He resembled me more in my actions, in my manners, in my acts. So be very nice to Uthman. After Uthman accepted Islam, now, you know, in the early days, they punished the Muslims a lot in Mecca. So Uthman asked the Prophet to migrate with the rest of the Sahaba to Abyssinia, to Habasha. So Uthman, he made the first migration from Mecca to Abyssinia, to Habasha, with his wife Ruqayya. And this will prove to you the saying of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, قل يا عبادي الذين آمنوا اتقوا ربكم للذين أحسنوا في هذه الدنيا حسنة وأرض الله واسعة إنما يوفى الصابرون أجرهم بغير حساب. He was so rich, but worshipping Allah in Mecca at that time was hard. So he left and he went to Abyssinia with his family. So this is to tell you, because whenever you die, And you're telling the angels, if they ask you, you cannot tell them, I couldn't worship Allah because the place that, you know, they are not, you know, allowing me to worship Allah or to do this or to do that. Allah said, Inna ardi wasi'ah. My land is vast. Okay? If they give you problem here, you move from here. But now, also, there is another migration which I call internal migration. Internal migration. Moving from the state of sin to obedience. It's a wonderful migration. Wonderful hijrah. Moving from the state of sin to the state of being obedient to Allah. So he made the first hijrah with his wife Ruqayya to Abyssinia, Habasha. And later on they came back. And he made the second migration again to Medina. So Uthman, Allah bless him with both migrations. First to Abyssinia, second to Medina. Radiyallahu anhu. Huh? Wait, Ethiopia. Now, Ethiopia. Oh, I should even ask the kids. Where is, yeah, they already said it. Ethiopia. MashaAllah. And where is Ethiopia? In? So the first migration was in what? From Mecca to Africa. And they walked. Yeah. So you see, these people, only Allah can pay them. Yeah, but sometimes they walk, sometimes they climb. But if they say they walk, brother, because the camel, sometimes they ride on the camel, sometimes they walk. That's how they do their journey. Sometimes they will walk, sometimes they go on the camel. Because they cannot go, sometimes they will let the animal also rest. This is how they get to Africa. The first migration from Mecca to Habasha. When they moved to Medina, Ruqayya, the Prophet's daughter, the wife of Uthman, got sick and she died. So the Prophet, 6 months after the death of Ruqayya, the Prophet gave him his daughter Kulthum. You see how much the Prophet loved him? He loves him so much. He gave him his first daughter, Ruqayya. When she died, 6 months later, he gave him Kulthum. After some time, Kulthum also died. The Prophet said to him, لو كانت عندنا ثالثة لزوجناكها. I wish I had another daughter, I would have given her to you. Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. This is little about the history or the journey of Uthman to Islam, and with the hijrah and him marrying the two daughters of the Prophet. So Ali radiyallahu anh was asked one day about Uthman. He said, oh, you people are asking about Dhun Nurayn because he is known. He said, you people are asking about the man who is known in the heaven as Dhun Nurayn, the owner of the two lights. What are the two lights? The two daughters of the Prophet. Ruqayya is the first light and Kulthum is the second light. That's why they call him Dhun Nurayn. In Africa, I know someone they call Nurayn, because his name is Uthman. Now, let's come about some of the things that made Uthman so great because of the time. We have only 10 minutes. Some of the things that made Uthman so great. Some of them, when they moved to Medina, it was hard to find fresh water. Only one man had a well, and its water is so sweet, it's fresh. But this man is selling the water to the Muslims. And you know, they migrate from Mecca to Medina. Some of them don't have the money, so it's hard on them. But remember, we said Ousmane was very rich. So the Prophet ﷺ went to this man and asked him to let people take this water fi sabilillah. The man said to the Prophet, this is the only thing I have. This is the only property I have. So the Prophet ﷺ said, من يشتري بئر رومة فتكون دلوه فيها كدلاء المسلمين.